3, 2, 1, beep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guess
where we are today? We're inside an Xbox. Look at that. And if you don't recognize it, it's the Kasumi Xbox, which I purchased off Hexagon a little while back. So I was just having a look inside because I don't really like having consoles with step-down converters. It's personal preference. For me, it's annoying. I just like to be able to pick something up, plug it in, and go. Don't have time to be finding step-down converters, moving them from bench to bench. It's just too much effort for me. I'm lazy. So I was having a look, and I noticed that the power supply has that sort of connector. Now I know that the 1.2 onward used an ATX type connector. Versions 1.2 to 1.5 used one of two types of power supply, either Foxlink or Delta, and 1.6 was in a bag of its own. Definitely a 1.0 here though, or 1.1. I was quite excited to see that because I've taken apart my two other Xboxes. Okay, one of them I took apart accidentally. The other one is the other one I purchased from Hexagon. It's got some problems. I don't know what it's doing. It hangs at the executor loading screen, so I need to look into that. But there's actually a chance it may just end up getting scrapped because this power supply is pretty compatible looking. So we'll just pop over to the other Xboxes now. Xbox bits everywhere. And it's got a Thompson drive, which was... that's a plus. Oh dear, it's starting to rain outside. Oh, V-Saturn. Okay, so here's an Xbox. This is actually the one I fixed up a while back. Philips? Yeah, it is. So there's the power supply. You'll notice it's got the same sort of connector there. I'll need to double check all this, make sure it is compatible. But that looks pretty good. I mean, it's a bit big at the back there, but that's just the bonus I get for being in this country of 240 volt. And here, this is something I did a long time ago. It's a 160 gig SATA drive with a SATA to IDE bridge, which works fine. I've actually got, what have I got on there? Burnout. That's about all I've got on there. Really? It's actually going to be a bit hard to part with this one. Put a lot of time into it. I'm pretty sure the clock battery is removed from this one. I noticed this one actually has a clock battery that doesn't look like it's leaked. So I don't know how that's possible given that it's... Well, the manufacture date on this drive is 2004. So it's not the original drive because the Xbox itself is 2002. So it's probably a mishmash of parts. But there's the power supply. Look at that. So I would pretty much, all these power supplies are the same, which is really good when it comes to spare parts. So one of these will be destroyed. It'll probably be this one because it's got trouble. And I don't know where it is. Tried booting to different discs, but it's like it's hanging for some reason. Anyway, if I pinch the power supply out of here, pop it into the Kasumi, I will then be able to use the Kasumi as my main Xbox. Well, provided I T-SOC mod it. I assume it would be it's not a 1.6 board, not a 1.6A or B, I think they are. Going off the connector, I'd say 1. Well, I know that one's a 1.1. That's a 1.1, okay, so I'm going to say this one's a 1.1, just to be different. It's probably exactly the same.
The Xbox did very well everywhere except Japan, where it flopped. Flop, flop, flop.
Interesting. So that's the plan. Swap it over and all will be well. So the Kasumi currently still has the original hard drive in it, which is I think a 20 gig or a 10 gig. It's one of those ones that I remember pulling those out of iMac G4s. Seagate ones with the rubber casing around them to, I don't know, to trap the heat in, maybe to stop vibrations getting into the drive or out of the drive, but yeah, trapping the heat inside the drive, inside rubber. I don't know. Seagate's a bit of an oddball like that. Alright, so that's the Xbox dilemma sorted. So once I'm done... Oh no, I've still got the bloody development unit. I need to have a look in that as well. It was very hard to lift the labels without damaging them on the Kasumi. I didn't want to break them. These ones, on the other hand, have just been smashed through with a screwdriver. Someone went Hulk smash and bam, got through. I might leave those middle screws out just so I can get access to the innards a bit easier. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll probably report back on this one in the future. McRetro, signing out.